That afternoon, I composed a heartfelt message to my husband, pouring out my love and anticipation for our evening together. His reply came quickly, brimming with his usual tenderness. "You're my entire world." The cruel twist of fate burned deeply, as I wasn't alone when I sent those words. Another man, Ethan, had his arm wrapped around me. Still, I played the role of a loyal wife, crafting messages that felt empty and false. My intention had never been to betray our vows. Ethan started as just a friend, someone who brought joy when solitude weighed heavy. My husband's endless work hours left our conversations short and weary. I convinced myself I deserved more warmth, and Ethan offered it freely. What began as harmless coffee dates soon became secret lunches, and before long, I was trapped in a web of my own making. The first time I crossed that forbidden boundary, guilt surged through me like a flood. I swore it was a one-time mistake. Yet, the thrill of feeling wanted pulled me back. I told myself I could keep my husband unaware, juggling both lives seamlessly. But with every loving text I sent him, a part of me knew I was committing an unforgivable sin. That day, sitting close to Ethan while messaging my husband, I thought I was cunning, hiding my betrayal flawlessly. Unknown to me, my husband had begun to suspect something was wrong. He noticed my secretive glances at my phone, the sudden late work dinners, and the growing distance in our private moments. He didn't confront me right away. Instead, he watched silently, gathering evidence. He checked my locations, examined bank records, and found holes in my stories. His love for me ran deep, but a nagging instinct warned him of a painful reality. When I sent that tender text, he already knew where I truly was. That evening, I came home and tried to act as if everything was normal. I kissed him, cooked dinner, and spoke about my busy day. He sat opposite me, his eyes heavy with an emotion I couldn't decipher. His quietness unsettled me, but I brushed it off as stress from his job. Over the next few days, his affection waned. His responses to my messages became short, his hugs rare. When I reached for him, he withdrew. I told myself it was just a temporary strain, but a quiet dread began to grow. Then one night, he asked a question that froze my soul. "Who is he?" My mind scrambled for a lie, but his intense gaze told me he already knew the truth. When I denied it, he revealed irrefutable proof, screenshots of my whereabouts, credit card charges, even images of me with Ethan. The walls seemed to close in. I begged, tears falling, insisting it was a meaningless affair, that I still loved him, that I could stop. But he saw through my pleas. He looked at me as if I were someone he no longer recognized. In that moment, I understood the irreparable harm I had caused. He didn't shout or rage. Instead, he spoke with a crushing calm. "I gave you my love, my trust, my everything. You chose to destroy it all. I can't stay married to someone who lies so completely." His voice wavered, but his determination was unshakable. Days later, divorce papers arrived. Seeing the word divorce in stark print shattered me in ways I hadn't expected. I thought our shared past might save us, that I could repair what I'd broken. But my betrayal had cut him too deeply. My husband wanted freedom from me more than reconciliation. Ethan, the man I risked everything for, disappeared quickly. He wanted no part of a woman caught in a crumbling marriage. As my life unraveled, I was left utterly alone. No husband, no lover, just the echoing consequences of my actions in an empty house. The divorce moved forward swiftly. My husband didn't argue or resist. He simply let me go. Signing those final papers, I realized I had lost not just a marriage but the one man who had truly loved me. His devotion was priceless, and I had thrown it away for a fleeting thrill. Now, looking back on that moment when I sent loving words to my husband while in another man's arms, I see it as the point when I truly lost him. The divorce was merely the final mark on a mistake that will shadow me forever. I once had a partner who would have loved me without end. But because of my deception, I'm left with only the memory of what I ruined. That regret is a weight I'll bear long beyond any legal document.